Hey, welcome back. Now that we have our Screencastify screencast and it is now developed into a file, we need to do something with it. So I assume that most of us are going to have Google Classrooms and we will want to share this content to our classrooms directly. And once we have our screencast ready to go, we can share directly to our classrooms right here. And this comes up automatically once you have stopped recording. So we can just click share to classroom, and that will enable this little window to come up. And you can choose what classroom you're going to share it to. So I have a wide variety of options here, and I'm going to share it to my sample classroom right now because that's the purpose of this demonstration here, to go to my sample classroom. And I can choose an action. So do I want it to be an assignment? Do I want to ask a question with it? Do I want to make an announcement with it? Or do I want to create material? I think in this case, I want to create some material. So I'm going to click go with that. And my title, I'm going to say Screencastify Lesson 1. And I am going to post to my sample classroom. And it will automatically post to my classroom without me having to do anything. So let's view that and just check that out to make sure that that posted to my classroom satisfactorily. And I would go to my classwork. And right there at the top would be my Screencastify lesson number 1. Now I can take this and I can move it to other places if I'd like. So let's say I want to move it down to unit explanations. I could move it there if I would like, or I can just keep it right where it is, or wherever I would like it in my Google Classroom. See if I can move that back up because I kind of want to move it back up. Oh, it's not letting me right now, but I'll go back and mess with that later. Now, what happens, let's say I have all of these great videos that I've created and I want to use some of them later. Well, one of the great things about Screencastify is that it saves all of your videos. So how do I access my videos? Well, first of all, it does save them all to your Google Drive, which is kind of nice, but it also saves them to Screencastify. And so you can see here that I have all of the videos that I have ever recorded here under my recordings. So that's a pretty handy tool there. And I can access all of the recordings that I have ever made, and I can put them in my Google Classroom if I'd like to. I can send them to my YouTube channel if I'd like to do that. Or I can send them to my Google Drive. Anything that I would like to do with those recordings, I can, and they are all saved for eternity or until I delete them. And even then, they're probably saved after that. So it's really handy that all of my recordings are saved to Screencastify as well as Google Drive. Also, I can save them to YouTube or my Google Classrooms. So if you have any questions about Screencastify, I'm more than happy to help you. There are some other advanced features, but I figured we'd just start with some of the basics to get you going. It's really simple to use, and it's great for direct instruction. Some of those things that we might be missing not being in the classroom. So again, if you have any questions, just email me and let me know. I'm more than happy to help you. So thanks for listening to my screen recording.